GMA's Ronn Roberts gave her first interview since being hospitalized.
Debbie, she sat down with her sister Sally Ann, the same person who was her donor, for a moving one-on-one just 61 days after her bone marrow transplant. Now tonight, we are taking a look at how her GMA family is covering Ronn's health crisis. It's tonight's Inside Story.
I have felt the prayers. I have felt people lifting me up. I put no small measure on that as the reason that I'm doing as well as I am. From New Orleans to Seattle to Hartford, all across this country, I have felt these prayers, and I mean truly in my soul have felt them.
New details on Ronn Roberts' recovery. In her first extensive interview since her bone marrow transplant, she sat down with her sister, Sally Ann, an anchor at WWL-TV in New Orleans.
How are you doing? Look at me. Look at me now.
Sally Ann is also Ronn's bone marrow donor, and she talked to Ronn at the hospital before she was discharged on Friday night, battling what's been described as a latent virus that did not respond to medication.
When I recently went back into the hospital, I was emotionally down, and I was just like, oh, why am I back here? I was here for 30 days. I was only home for about a month, and now I'm back. And then I just started changing the way I think, and I said, because you're here for them to check up on you. It's a tune-up.
You can see Ronn continues to take precautions to prevent infection. Her sister wore gloves during the interview, and at the end, they do not embrace, but bump elbows. Ronn also points out Sally Ann asked for the interview.
Now, I have to admit, when you asked to talk to me like this, I thought we would be doing it in my home. We're here in the hospital, just a little tune-up, checked under the hood, kicked the tires a little bit.
Ronn turns 52 on Friday, and excerpts from her interview were broadcast this morning on GMA. The network, however, did not initially report the news of Ronn's hospitalization last week, which leads to our inside focus on GMA's coverage of Ronn's health battle.
Any media entity is going to report the news through their prism as they see it.
ABC's coverage has prompted thousands of people to become bone marrow donors. But some journalists have questioned GMA's coverage of Ronn's illness. First, the Chicago Sun-Times in September, and then the Associated Press, asking how much is too much in Ronn Roberts' coverage. ABC News chief Ben Sherwood told The Hollywood Reporter GMA is simply following Ronn's wishes. Quote, chronicling her journey is a very important part, in her view, of her healing process.
At the end of the day, you know, it's a comeback story.
PR expert Ronn Torossian advises several high-profile clients on media strategy.
Ronn Roberts wants to share her story with people. Ronn Roberts wants her story to be a story of triumph. So in many ways, ABC is doing the right thing for their viewers and for Ronn Roberts. And I think America's waiting to say, you know, happy birthday, Ronn Roberts on Friday. It's great TV.
And